Alright guys, what's going on? Welcome back to this channel. So it's been a while and I decided to do this one more time, and what I'm about to share with you guys today, it's something very impactful. Now I've dropped quite a number of videos on different ways of trading, but there is something I noticed that a lot of you guys are missing, alright, and something I learned very late in my trading journey, alright, and it actually kept me struggling for a very long time, and this is going to be an eye opener to you guys. Okay, so we are going to be focusing on structure. So there is no strategy in this industry, in this trading industry, that don't talk about structure or don't focus on structure. So now that you know that all the concepts, all right, are always 99.9% of the concepts traded in this forex industry, there must be a structure part of the concept. So because of this, it is important to understand this structure of a thing. And what are we going to be learning in this particular video? We are going to be understanding what overall structure is of a particular market. All right, we are going to understand substructures. We are going to see how important it is for us to choose a substructure that aligns with the overall structure and trade them. Okay, so we are going to see how it actually affects our trading and any strategy that we want to apply. Okay, so having said that, I have a sketch right here, and I'm using trading view because it actually gives me opportunity to use a replay tool to show you exactly what I'm explaining on the chart. So for those who trade synthetic indices, this thing is also applicable when you are trading synthetic indices. Currency pair traders, you also know that this is very, very important. Everything we are doing here is about structure. Then you can go individually and put your strategy into this particular knowledge I'm about to share with you guys. So now if you look at this particular trend, let me change this to blue or green and increase this a little bit so that you can see clearly. Okay, so if you look at this particular trend, okay, beginner trader might find it difficult to understand this structure even. So let me give you an instance here. So let me add something so that you understand better. So when you look at what is happening right now, okay, so if you look at this particular trade setup right here, or this chart, what are you going to be saying? A beginner trader is going to see this as a downtrend. Okay, this I'm assuming that we are on a particular time frame. Let's say you're on 4 hours time frame, okay, and you are seeing this. More than 80% of you guys watching this video is definitely going to say that this is a downtrend. And how can you defend this, or how do you prove that? You can easily come to your chart, draw this, tell me this is a break of structure right here, and also this is another break of structure right here. And not just that, okay, not just that, the price have also taken out the previous trend structure, which you can use change of character or break of structure or shift in market direction. Any of these things, okay, it's still the same thing. So you can still defend this by all these things, and you are right at your own end. You are right. Okay, so but let me shock you, or let me share with you what I've experienced, okay, what I've taken my time to backtest and understood about this particular market, okay, about this market structure of a thing. At this point, this is actually a trend, right? It's actually a trend, or you can actually say this is a downward structure or downtrend. But the problem is there is something that you are missing out: the concept of the overall structure, understanding the overall structure of the chart. This overall structure is going to help you to know where you are going to be aligning your trade to. So what do I mean? As you can see, we are clearly trending down currently. The current trend is down, but are we going to be looking for sales? That is the question. Are we going to be looking for sales? So we can't do this without first of all identifying the overall structure, okay, noting down the substructure, and making sure that our substructure aligns with the overall structure. So what do I mean? Now if you look at this particular chart, you will see that the price started from here. Okay, what we can see, okay, what we can see is from here. So the price started from here, and what is the first swing high? This is the first swing high. So we have a swing high right there. So we simply want to wait and see if the price is going to take out. So but if you watch that particular chart, you can see that the price actually take out this particular level, which you can note as break of structure. Okay, you can give it a name, any name that you want. Okay, so if that's a break of structure, so we're expecting the price to push up, right? Then maybe we wait for the next swing low for us to start looking for buys, right? Now that we identify this level, okay, and the price have taken out the level, showing us direction, okay, we are going to be looking for buys now. So now you can see when the price pull back a little, okay, you can see when the price pull back to this level, you are to look for buys. But you are going to be adding some certain things. Okay, so the popular things many people use, and I use it, and I'm going to share with you how to use it maybe in my subsequent video, is Fibonacci. So if you use your Fibonacci, you know this is not a good trade. If you use the premium and discount level stuff, this is still not a good place to start looking for buys, right? So because of that, you simply have to wait at least to 50%, or you wait for a flip zone or a level like this for you to start looking for buys, right? So but when the price is now coming back to that zone, okay, the price is also breaking structures towards the downward side. Okay, so this is still the same time frame. Let's say, you know, I use 4 hours. Okay, so this is 4 hours for instance, and price is also breaking structures towards the downside, making this also a trend on its own. Okay, a trend on its own. Just pay close attention to what I'm explaining. These things are going to, you're going to be understanding the chart like a pro after this video. That's a promise. Now if you are having this break of structure, okay, you can easily say that, oh, we are now on a downtrend, the price breaking structures towards the downside, but we have forgotten that the price created a low and a high, and the price took out the high, okay, which means we are you know, looking for buys. Okay, so you should understand that until the price take out this low, until the price take out this level, okay, we are likely going to be buying more. We should be looking for buys irrespective of what is happening here. But I will still expose to you how to trade all these things. I just want you to understand structure, like I'm just explaining like a day one trader or a complete beginner trader, okay, so that you can be able to read charts like pro. All right, so now that you have this break of structure happening, the next thing that you saw is price reversing and started pushing or breaking structures again towards the upward side. So which you can now say, oh, this is a change of trend, price have changed direction, this is a shift in market structure right here. You can label this as shift in market structure, okay, or market structure shift. These ones are break of structures, right? So now this price keep doing this until a point where the price take out another high. Remember that the price created this high, then started breaking structures towards the downward side. So you are going to be expecting that one day or at a time the price is going to take out this level of high, and the price did take out that high. Now that you can see that the price have taken out this high, what is the direction of this market? What is the overall direction of this market? The overall direction of this market is up. The price is breaking structures, the overall structure towards the upward side. So the overall direction of this market, or the overall structure of this market, is up. I can say that the overall trend is uptrend. Now that you have this information of overall market structure, now you want to also pay attention to substructures, okay? Because the reason why you cannot just pay attention to this overall structure alone is that this thing, okay, that you are seeing right here, if this chart is a 4 hour chart, okay, this whole movement right here that you are seeing, okay, can be 1 week, 2 weeks or more, okay, or more than that. So if you are just focusing on overall structure to take your trade, for instance, that means you are going to be waiting for the price around, maybe if you are using Fibonacci, it might take you up to 3 days, 4 days, 5 days before you even see a trade, or sometimes it can take you more than 2 weeks before you get a trade, okay? Because if you are using Fibonacci, you have to draw maybe from this level low to this level, and you have to wait for the price to retrace at least 50%, and you know all this setup. I'm still going to share with you my own personal Fibonacci setup, okay? Now if you have to wait for the price to come here, so what the price did from here, okay, before the 50%, okay, what the price have been doing, this could be 3 days of retracement or 4 days, and the price have also be breaking structures towards the downward side. Will you just be waiting for weeks before you take a trade? The answer is no, right? So that's the reason why you need to understand this concept of overall structure, and also know how to trade them, okay? And I say that the first thing we are going to be doing is understanding overall structure. So now I believe we can see what overall structure look like, okay, or what we mean by overall market structure. Okay, this is an uptrend example. Okay, so let's quickly check the downtrend example. You can see the price started pushing from this level to the downside. Okay, so let me increase this a bit. So as the price is pushing to the downside, you are expecting a sell, but before then you want to look at the first swing low. Okay, and you want the price to take out the swing low before you start looking, before you confirm the direction, right? So at a point the price did break that level. Okay, but even in the process of retracing back, the price is also breaking structures, okay, towards the upper side. So I don't want you to pay attention to this. We are coming back to this, okay? So but I want you to understand the concept of overall structure. So now that the price have done this, remember, as the price is coming back to take out this structure, the price is also breaking other structures also towards the downward side. Okay, so when the price take out this structure, you are looking for the next swing low, and this here is our next swing low. Okay, and this is our swing high. So as long as the price did not take out this level of high, our bias for this trade based on the concept of overall structure is still bearish. Now you can see that when the price is tracing back, it's also breaking structures. Remember that this is the same time frame, so whatever we are seeing here is also valid. You can still say this is an uptrend. So you are right if you say that this is an uptrend. Okay, when the price is also, because the price is clearly breaking structures also. Okay, if that's what you are seeing now, but when it comes to this overall trend, we are still bearish. Okay, so now after that, what the price did again is to take out this level 2 and continue to the downside after this pullback. Okay, so this is exactly what we mean by overall structure. So this is the overall structure of this particular market that we are looking at. Okay, is downtrend. Okay, the overall structure is downtrend. So after this, what is the next thing? So the next thing we need to understand is substructures. We need to understand substructure. So now that we know overall structure of this particular market, where are the substructures? So that is exactly where these levels that I just marked out from here, this one also, this one here, let me change this to maybe something like this, and also this structural movements right here, okay, are the substructure inside or within the overall structure. So they are still valid structures. Okay, this, you can call this is a valid downtrend because they are on the same time frame and everything. So this is a valid downtrend, this is a valid uptrend, this is also a valid downtrend. So they are substructure of this overall structure. Okay, overall uptrend structure. These are substructures. We have about 3 substructures we can see right here. Okay, so now that you understand what a substructure is, the next thing is you have to choose the structure that aligns with the overall structure. Okay, you have to choose the structure that aligns with overall structure. So the overall structure is up. When this particular move is happening, okay, you can, what I'm trying to share with you is not that you can take a trade here, but if you want to be more precise and see more winning trades, okay, you need to understand all these things. You focus more on the substructure that aligns with the overall structure. You don't want to wait for the overall structure to take trades, okay, but you can still use them when the price gets to a zone. Let's say you are here, the price is at this point, okay, you can now apply this concept of substructure to start taking trades. Okay, so what do I mean? Now that we have the price have given us the break here, okay, we are trending up, then we are seeing break of structures towards the downside. This can happen within a day, okay, or 2 days, this substructure movement on 4 hours time frame, for instance. Now when you are having all these things to the downside, all you have to do is patiently wait for the price to reverse and start giving you this kind of substructure that aligns with the overall structure. So once you see this, that is where you start applying all those things you have learned, the indicators. Maybe you are using moving averages, or that you are using fair value gap, flip zone, you are using demand and supply zone, support and resistance, sweep of liquidity. All these things you have to apply them within this zone. This point is the place you are going to be applying all those things. And most time, because of through backtesting, I've noticed that more than 70% of the time it's do play out well when you are focusing on the substructure that aligns with the overall trend, the overall trend. Okay, the substructure that aligns with the overall trend. Okay, so I'm going to share also this is the downtrend example. Okay, before we go to the chart, this downtrend example, you already know that this is going to be a substructure. This one down here also going to be a substructure too. Okay, this one too is going to be a substructure, as well as this one right here, so we have different substructures here, but which one are we going to be paying attention to? We are going to be paying attention to this substructure right here. Okay, and we are going to be paying attention to this substructure right here. Okay, so but you can still take this trade. These are good and perfect, trend, okay, at this point. But if you want to, avoid manipulations, avoid, sweeping your stop losses and all those things, the best thing is to focus on the trend, okay, or the structure that aligns with your overall structure. Okay, that's what you are going to be doing. So focus on the structure that aligns with your overall structure. Okay, so that's basically it for this. So we are going to be sharing the chart so that you guys understand exactly what I mean by this substructure and overall structure of a thing. If you look at this chart as a beginner, okay, if you look at this chart, you are going to see something like consolidation or a lot of things going on in this chart. Price, maybe might not be respecting the highs and the lows and everything, because everything is just, if you are new to trading or you are still struggling with understanding structure, you are going to find it difficult to follow up all these things. You are going to find it difficult to even apply all the concepts you have learned. Okay, that's why it's very important that you understand structure. So let's start with just what is happening around here. Okay, so let's just focus on this particular chart that we are looking at. So if you from here observe this chart, you are going to see that at a point we had a double top right here, and the price take out this level of structure. Okay, the price take out this level of structure. So let me use my replay tool to help you understand this better. So when the price take out this level of structure, you need to pay close attention to what is going on. So let's see what the price is going to be doing. So you can see as the price is pushing down, there is a level here that the price also took out, but this is not, you cannot compare this particular retracement with this. So this is an invalid level based on what we are looking at. We are focusing on this chart right here. So now that the price is retracing back, let's see what the price is going to do next. Now can you see at this point price take out this level of low, but in the process you can still see another break of structure here. Okay, there's still a break, this is a break of structure towards the upward side. This is 4 hours time frame. All right, so this is a valid break of structure, this is a valid break of structure, and also this one is also a valid break of structure. So follow whatever I'm going to be sharing with you now. So as we play ahead, you can also see another break of structure right here. This is a valid break of structure, there's no arguments. Okay, so let's kick ahead and see. Now this is a sweep of liquidity, or this is a sweep of, that's not a break of structure based on 4 hours time frame. But if you look here also, there's a break of structure right there. Okay, there's also a break of structure right there. So let's play ahead and see. So at this point the price has been sweeping liquidities and all that, so there's no clear close. So now you have a close below this level, so we have a break of structure too. You see how to read this chart carefully. So now we keep going. Let's keep going. Okay, so now you have another break of structure towards the upward side, This one is even called double break of structure. You also have a break of structure based on this particular move right here. So let's keep going. So just as we are going or doing all these things, you should also be observing those substructures and the overall structure. You know where we started, and you should know what is happening with the chart now. So that's the break of structure right there. This is also a break of structure right here. So let's keep going. This is a break of structure right here, and this is also a break of structure right here. Okay, so as the price is doing this, I just want to share something quickly. So what did you observe? We have the turning point right here. We have a turning point right here, okay, where the price, you know, started pushing to the downside and took out this particular low and created a new low right here. So that is a very vital point you need to pay attention to. So when the price retraces back maybe 50%, 79%, or any, if you are using Fibonacci, any of the setup we are using, okay, so after that retracement, you can see the price reverses and start pushing to the downside, okay, and at the point the price also take out this level of low, okay, after creating a new high. Now you can see that the direction of this market, based on what we are looking at, okay, is bearish. Okay, direction of the market is bearish, but at the same time you can see there's a break of structure here. Okay, so the overall direction is bearish, but we still have a substructure within the bearish structure. So this sub bullish structure is what I labeled or I explained before in the sketch, which is the substructures. Okay, so the next one, the price break this level, okay, but in the process of breaking this level, also remember that we still have a break of structure here. Okay, we also have another break of structure right here. This thing that is happening within here is a substructure within overall structure. I want you to understand that this is also a substructure which you can call a retracement. Okay, but that retracement is coming with break of structure in the same time frame, so you can still, you know, label this as an uptrend at this point. The same thing here, this is a downtrend at this point, but we are not forgetting that the overall structure of this move is down. Okay, so now you can see we still have that same move, which is this one. This is still a substructure of the overall structure, and this one here also is another substructure of the overall downtrend structure. Now after that, you also have the price push back this way, okay, retraces back and gave us this level. Okay, it gave us this retracement, which is another substructure before this one here. So if you pay close attention to what is happening here, if you pay close attention to what is happening here, you will understand that these structures, okay, they are valid trend when you see them happening real time. I want you to understand, so when you see them happening real time, they are valid trend on them or on their own. But now the difference now for you to make a better entry is to look for a substructure that aligns with the overall structure. And if you look at this one, this is a clear downtrend. This structure is, the break of structure here is valid, all right, but we are not going to be paying attention to this particular trend. This particular, I'm going to, let me just label this as mini uptrend. Okay, so this particular mini trend, I'm not paying attention to it, so it's invalid to me. I'm going to take away this because I want to focus on the structure or mini trend that aligns with the overall direction of the market. Okay, so because of that, this is a valid level for me to start looking for sales. Okay, this one here is also a mini or substructure which is not aligning with the overall structure. So I'm not going to be focusing, even though there's a break of structure, I'm not going to be looking for more buys maybe at 50% or at the demand level or anything like that, or any other block or fair value gap within this level. I'm not going to be looking for buys. Instead, I'm going to be waiting for the next move towards the downside. So now at this point that I'm having this break of structure right here, for instance, that is where I'm going to be focusing to look for sales from here, because this particular structure is in confluence with my overall structure. Okay, so this is where I'm going to be looking for more sales. The same thing here, this one here is against or opposite the overall direction of the trend. So because of that, I am not going to be looking for any buys here. Okay, so I'm definitely going to be waiting for the price to give me another break of structure towards the downside, which is in confluence with the overall structure. Okay, so now because of that, I'm definitely going to be waiting for this price to break structure, then I'll start looking for more sales to the downside. So this is exactly what you need, okay, to combine these different structures together and be able to know exactly where you are going to be focusing on. So for the fact you open your chart and the price, okay, for the fact you open your chart this way and you are seeing price breaking, doing lower lows, okay, lower highs, lower lows, lower highs, lower low, lower high, is not a guarantee that you are going to be selling. I want you to understand that. You need to try to squeeze your chart a little bit to understand where the overall trend or where the trend is coming from. Okay, you need to understand the concept of overall structure. Then you'll be able to scale down to substructures and make sure that you are focusing on the substructure that are aligned with the overall structure. This will help you whenever you are picking your trade. So remember that this thing I just shared with you is not about strategy, is not about concept, is about the market itself. You can take your time, go to the charts and observe this thing I just shared with you, apply it, and you are definitely going to see a difference. I hope this is helpful. In the next video, I'm going to be sharing with you how to take advantage of this thing using even Fibonacci. Only Fibonacci you can still take advantage of this particular information I've just passed across, okay, to take entry. So regardless of any strategy or concept that you trade. I hope this is helpful. I'll see you guys in the next video. Enjoy, guys.